good evening and welcome to another exciting edition of Talk. It's on Peter Obi, former of Anambra State, defecting from the Labour Party to the ADC. And what it means for the party, the road to 2027, what is Labour Party planning for Nigeria? Nigerians at this particular time. A political party that had a candidate that got 6 million in the presidential election in 2020. People emerging as senators from the Labour Party, House of Rep members, and the party was just, coming to be a very prominent opposition in Nigeria. And what is happening now that Peter Obi has left the party? Peter Obi was the 2023 presidential candidate of the Rainbow Bank. We'll get straight to our discussion for tonight.
Politics shapes our security. Politics defines our future. But who is asking the hard question?
Is intimidating governors to our opposition, and some allegations even say monies are offered to the tune of billions of naira to these governors to come to the APC.
On Big Talk, we take politics beyond. Party lines and press statements. We interrogate policies, challenge power,
and it shall be addressed,
and demand accountability from those who govern, from the presidency to the National Assembly, from state governments to grassroots politics. We break down the decisions that affect your daily life. No propaganda, no political comfort zone. Just facts, context, and fearless conversations. Big Talk is where leaders explain, analysts dissect, and the people understand.
2015 elections.
Global television every weekday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Join the conversation.
All right, so tonight on the program, we'll have joining us to talk about Peter Obi's defection from the Labour Party, implication for the party's political structure and the future of Labour Party as we move towards 2027. We have the national deputy youth leader of the Labour Party, Dr. Barry Johnson, who's joined us tonight on the program. A very good evening to you, Dr. Barry. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me again. Thank you so much, Nigeria.
What's the feeling in the Labour Party at the moment? With Peter Obi, you brought so much prominence into your party.
Do you know how you feel when you get born again? You're free. You're like a free bird to fly to the world. Peter Obi is like an impediment to Labour Party. It's like a destruction, a distortion, a setback on the party. So Peter Obi is basically a professional political prostitute, like I keep telling you and keep telling the world. And you heard what he said the day he was defecting. He said, I have been with the coalition from the beginning. So he's proud to exhibit the characteristics of political prostitution. And in the Electoral Act and the Constitution of Nigeria, it's a crime to do that. Is that who is supposed to be voted as president of Nigeria? A man with impunity?
But you presented, the Labour Party presented, and you campaigned for Peter Obi.
Of course, I'm one of the diehards of Peter Obi in 2023. But my party, the Labour Party, released a statement, and we are asking Nigerians to forgive us for presenting somebody who has no capacity, who has no capability, who is not ready to understand the politics of Nigeria. Peter Obi is someone who has the trader attitude more than the political attitude. And for us, Peter Obi is a big pretender in politics. And as a politician, as someone who should be voted into power, you should not be protesting, you should not be pretending. You cannot be telling people, do this while you are doing the other thing. You cannot be telling people, for example, from consumption to production, a bit from production to consumption, and you are one of the keen sellers of Ovaltine, a product that has been imported into Nigeria. Peter Obi has a supermarket, and 85% of everything sold in that supermarket is being imported to Nigeria. How can that person succeed as president? If you are accusing Ahmed Bola Tinubu of impunity, of rascality in leadership, and you do the same. When we talk about political criminality, Peter Obi is a supporter of political criminality.
Now, because are you saying all of this because His Excellency Peter Gregory
I
Obi,
see excellence to you.
He's a former governor. He's a former governor, and appellation of former governor.
Peter Obi is the one Excellency. For you to be Excellency, you must do things the right way. Peter Obi has not done well. We have dealt with Peter Obi in our party. Peter Obi has no capacity, he has no place to be voted as president of Nigeria. He doesn't understand what it's all about. Peter Obi makes a lot of mistakes.
These are strong words on national TV.
The presidency of Nigeria should not
Doctor, these are strong words.
For learners.
These are strong words.
But I just have to say
national TV.
Yes, I have to say it to you the way it is. Peter Obi is an ordinary Nigerian. The difference between you and Peter Obi and I is the money gap between us. It's a bourgeois who cannot explain where he got the money from. So if you are dragging people, you should first look at yourself. Peter Obi drags people without understanding why he's dragging them. Peter Obi dragged Labour Party for 2 years without any reason. How can you bring somebody called Nenadi Usman, who is a EFCC customer, someone who had a plea bargain with the EFCC up to the tune of 2-3 billion? How can you bring that kind of person and say this is the person that has to work with me? This is the person that we know as the national chairman of Labour Party. That is impunity, and that is political criminality in action. Peter Obi supported the political criminality against the leadership of the Labour Party. That alone is a discredit. Now he's going around preaching peace. Peace with who? The ADC should be wise enough to understand that Peter Obi has nothing. But you're giving the candidacy to be giving the ticket of the ADC. He's a problem. He's a troubleshooter.
Right.
And he's not the person he said he is.
Okay.
Nigerians don't know who Peter Obi is. When this election starts, when the campaign starts, since Peter Obi made up his mind not to be the candidate of Labour Party, we have the chance to tell Nigerians who Peter Obi is.
Right.
Remember, in 2023, we were in a hurry to present candidates. We still say we are not ashamed that we presented the best candidate for that election, undermining what is going on. But with the years we have stayed with Peter Obi as a family, we understand that he does not have what it takes to even become a governor. So we are even asking how he became a governor. Moreover, go back to Anambra State and show us what he has made of the state. Did he make the state a Dubai, that he wants to make Nigeria Dubai in 4 years? He lied to the Nigerian people.
So Peter Obi lied.
He lied. Peter Obi is a liar. He lied to the Nigerian people.
On national TV.
Yes. You see, look, let me tell you something. Whether Peter Obi, whether Atiku Abubakar, whether Rabiu Kwankwaso, whether President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if they mess up, we drag them. There's nothing wrong about telling the world who an individual.
So how did he lie?
He lied to Nigerians that he did this, he did that, he saved money for the Anambra State people. Did they vote you in the first place to save money for the people? Money you are supposed to...
But these were things the Labour Party campaigned with.
Labour Party did not campaign with that. Labour Party just presented a candidate. Peter Obi is the one campaigning for himself and some of the obedient movement who don't understand politics and democracy. You are a governor of a state. You took the state money without the approval of the state assembly, and you garbaged it, you stealed it down to a bank, really the bank that has a relationship with you. Don't you know what funds is to a bank? The access of funds to any bank is the survival of the bank. So Peter Obi prefers the survival of that bank to the survival of Anambra State people. In the first place, who voted for Peter Obi to be a bank manager to save money for the state when the people in the state are hungry? The question is, Peter Obi as a bourgeois, as a billionaire, a millionaire, a rich man, show me one person Peter Obi has made a billionaire or a millionaire.
All right, so let's talk about, recently we've seen a lot of philanthropic intervention,
Yes.
going to nursing schools, donating money by Mr. Peter Obi. We've seen a lot all around Nigeria. We've seen this intervention in the last 2 years. A lot of intervention by him from his personal money. This is not government money now. This is not government money. As a private individual, as a private individual, we've seen Peter Obi visit a lot of hospitals. We've seen him visit nursing schools. We've seen him visit students all across Nigeria, doing donations for them.
Let me tell you something about what is going on. In 2022 to 2023, donations from Nigerians, both myself, Peter Obi duped me as a presidential candidate. He collected money from me that I donated, free will. Have you seen any presidential campaign organization that is solely managed by the candidate himself? It's supposed to be a party thing. But in this case, the funds collected by the Peter Obi Presidential Campaign Organization is collected solely signed signatory by himself, Aisha Yusufu, and one Ighodalo. Is this supposed to be so? Who did Peter Obi tell how much he collected from the Nigerian people? I know they give shishi, but they collect. Who did he tell how much the money, the donation, how much was the donation he collected? How much did he spend during the election? How much is remaining? Do you think that if you are talking about the influence of accountability that he basks with at all time, who did Peter Obi tell in the Labour Party how much he collected as donation, how much he spent as donation, how much has remained? That is part and parcel of the money he is going around flying and jumping about and spending as an individual. Peter Obi cannot give you a dime.
Right.
A dime of its own.
Right.
This is a man.
Doctor, there's a lot that we're going to be talking about. There's a lot you are going to be telling us about Peter because you know him better.
I know him very well.
But let's go for a short break. We have Dr. Barry, who's a national assistant youth leader, deputy youth leader, I beg your pardon, of the Labour Party. Now, as we talk about Peter Obi's defection and implication for the Labour Party, will the Labour Party survive Peter Obi's defection? You tell us after this break. People will be right back after this break.
Politics shapes our security. Politics defines our future. But who is asking the hard question?
Is intimidating governors to our opposition, and some allegations even say monies are offered to the tune of billions of naira to these governors to come to the APC.
On Big Talk, we take politics beyond party lines and press statements. We interrogate policies, challenge power,
and it shall be addressed,
and demand accountability from those who govern, from the presidency to the National Assembly, from state governments to grassroots politics. We break down the decisions that affect your daily life. No propaganda, no political comfort zone, just facts, context, and fearless conversations. Big Talk is where leaders explain, analysts dissect, and the people understand.
2015 elections were not held. They are doing rigging.
Don't just watch politics, question it. Tune in to Big Talk on Global Television every weekday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Join the conversation.